Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to set up pivot and contra currency setup in Oracle EBS. It's an interesting topic. I'll explain you what is pivot and contra currency and what is the reason why we need to set it up with an example. So let me take an example. So let us assume USD is my functional currency. Okay, so I just go to a particular screen and set USD as my pivot currency. And there is something called contra currency. So let us assume I set up these three currencies as my contra currency. So I need to go to a particular screen and I need to select the pivot currency, and under pivot currency, I need to select the corresponding contra currencies. Now, what will happen after setting up of this pivot and contra currencies? Let us assume I enter an exchange rate between USD to AUD. So I use a say WebID template and upload an exchange rate between USD to AUD, say 1 USD is 1.5 AUD. And in the same WebID, I upload another exchange rate, 1 USD is equal to 1.25 Canadian dollar, and similarly 1 USD is equal to 1.31 SGD. So here I'm uploading an exchange rate between USD to AUD, USD to Canadian dollar, and USD to SGD. But because of this particular contra currency or pivot currency setup, now what system will do is, apart from uploading of these exchange rates, it will also do a cross currency calculation, and it will automatically upload an exchange rate between AUD and Canadian dollar and SGD, and AUD and SGD. As this information is available, system will automatically do a recalculation, or it will automatically do a calculation of the exchange rate between AUD to Canadian dollar to SGD, and SGD to AUD. So I mean, we can do here, say manual, we can do that and then see how system is performing that calculation. Say 1 USD is equal to 1.5 AUD, and 1 USD is equal to 1.25 Canadian dollar. So, and in order to arrive at AUD to Canadian dollar, what we can do is say 1 USD equals 1.5 AUD, and 1 USD equals 1.25 Canadian dollar. Okay, so now that means one, you can replace this 1 USD with 1.5 AUD is equal to 1.25 Canadian dollar, and if you want to get 1 AUD, then it will be 1.25. Then it will be like 1.25 divided by 1.5 Canadian dollar. It's 1.25 divided by 1.5 is what. So system will upload an exchange rate between AUD and Canadian dollar as 1 AUD is called 0.8333 Canadian dollar. Similarly, it will do a calculation between Canadian dollar and SGD. So that will be like 1 Canadian dollar is equal to 1.31 divided by 1.25 SGD. Sorry. Similarly, 1 AUD would be 1.35 divided by 1.5 SGD. Okay, now let's see this. Okay, go to setup, currencies, currency rates manager, and go to this daily rates. Click on the setup. So pick up any conversion rate type. So let me pick up a conversion rate type of corporate. Under corporate, I just click on update. So this is where I want to enter my contra currency. So this is my pivot currency. You can enter any pivot currency. So in my example, I want to take a pivot currency of USD, and I want to pick up, say, 3 contra currencies. So AUD is one such example, and then Canadian dollar, and then SGD. Click on apply. Okay. Now let me try to download a WebIDA template and then upload these exchange rates. So to download WebIDA template, click on create spreadsheet, open. This downloads WebIDA template through which you can upload the exchange rates. So remember this pivot or this calculation of the cross currency rate works only if you upload your exchange rates via your WebIDA or via your upload into your interface table. It doesn't work if you try to manually enter your exchange rates from the forms, because when you are entering an exchange rate from the forms, you are manually entering 1 USD to 1.5 AUD, and then you save it, and then again you enter 1 USD to 1.25 Canadian dollar, and so on. But if it is through an interface table or through a WebIDA, you have a batch of this currency combination, and that's how it becomes easy for the system to arrive at the cross currency rate conversion. Okay. Click on enable editing. Remember, if you are opening your WebID template for the first time in your laptop, you might get some kind of a VB error message. And if you get that, then you need to update certain Excel settings. So if you're not sure of what are those settings, just check out the description of this video, where I have given a link of my another video on my channel where I had explained what are the different Excel settings which you need to enable before you start using any WebID template. Select insert, and from currency is US. Sorry, from currency is USD. I mean, you can manually directly enter the currency, or you can double click on that and pick up the values from the drop down. I mean, this being a testing environment, you have a lot of junk currencies, but otherwise you should be able to select the proper valid currencies here. And from date 6th of April 2021 to date 6th of April 2021. Type perfect. Again, this is a drop down. Okay, USD to AUD say 1.5, and then you can just do a copy paste. And next combination is USD to Canadian dollar, which is 1.25. Then again do a copy paste. My next currency is SGD, and then 1.31. Okay, now I have 3 currency combinations. Now let me try to upload this, and after uploading, let me search for these currencies. Apart from this currency combination, I should also be able to see the exchange rate for this date under this exchange rate type for the currencies AUD to Canadian dollar combination, and AUD to HGD combination, and HGD to AUD combination. Okay. Oracle upload. Here you have an options whether you want to upload all rows or flagged rows. So these are the flagged rows. So let me select all rows. Always ensure that you check this checkbox are validated before upload, because when you check this particular checkbox, system will ensure that it will perform the data entry validation. So if there are any kind of data entry errors, it will throw an appropriate error message so that you can correct the errors before you even upload the data into Oracle. And ensure that you need to check the checkbox of automatically submit daily rates input, so that once the data is pushed to your GL daily rates interface from this WebID template, system should take care of automatically importing them into GL. Okay, you see a message saying that 3 rows are uploaded successfully and there is a request ID which got triggered. You can search for this request ID here ending with 677. It is still in pending standby, or you can even check the status of that request ID from here. View request, find. So this is our request ID. So this request internally triggered this particular request. So this request completed in warning, but you need not worry, because if you click on the output, you can see that there is some other junk data. This being a testing environment, there is some other junk data which is inserted into GL daily rates interface taken by somebody, and you can see that they have some kind of an invalid currency. VF05 is the invalid currency, but this error is not related to our data, because our data is basically related to April 6th, 2021. So wait for this particular program to be completed. Now go back to your daily rates window and check the exchange rates. Sorry, this one. So first check for the exchange rate between USD to AUD. For April 6th, I should be able to see 1.5. April USD to AUD, April 6th, 2021, corporate, yeah, 1.5, and check the help record history. It was uploaded by me April 6th, 12:13. And then USD to Canadian dollar, 1.25. And then USD to SGD, 1.31. Okay, now let us check the cross currencies. That is, now whether system has, we have uploaded these exchange rate. Now let us see the exchange rate between AUD and Canadian dollar. AUD and Canadian dollar for 6th of April. Okay, I am not able to see the record history for some reason, but anyhow, this is what system has calculated. 1 AUD is equal to 0.8333 Canadian dollar. Let us see our manual calculation. 1 AUD is equal to 0.8333 Canadian dollar. Similarly, check the exchange rate between Canadian dollar and SGD. Canadian dollar and SGD. 1.048. Yeah, 1.048. And the last one, AUD and SGD. 0.87333. Okay, so this is how you upload or you set up a pivot currency and then the contra currency, and then once you enter an exchange rate between the pivot currency and the contra currency, system will automatically take care of creating the cross currency exchange rate between all other currencies. So especially whenever you are getting this exchange rate from say external bank or financial system, sometimes they actually charge based on the different exchange rate combination. So you might, if you have said 40 different currencies, you might get only just the exchange rate from that system between your main currency or your functional currency of your ledger and your other contra currencies, and then system will automatically take care of creating cross currency exchange rate between all other currencies. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video. For interesting videos on Oracle Financials, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.